Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Thursday, August the 17th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your room. Any email questions you want or any questions you want, this is the email address to use, and this is the link to get into the free trading room. You don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas. You can come in as a guest, no problem. This is a link to use if you want to take out a subscription to Trade Ideas. Costs you about $4.40 a day for our premium service and a little over $2 for our standard service. There's a promo code there that you'll see. I usually open the room, start sharing my screen at 9 o'clock Eastern Time and get live on the mic at 9:05. All right, well, kind of as we're starting to wind down earnings season, not getting quite as many plays during the day. And so I will probably be looking at the more inexpensive stocks, only because they seem to be the ones that start to move again, and everybody's so focused on all the big earnings plays that that's what the market seems to be focused on. But once, they start drying up, then people start looking at the cheaper ones again. So anyway, this was certainly, the one to talk about today, TXMD. TXMD, I saw this in the pre-market, and you can just take a look at what I was really attracted to. I always talk about the void. Look left, look left, look left. So when I saw this in the pre-market, let's get back to a 15-minute. So, this was the action in the pre-market, that little area there, that little tan area. So, here's where it closed yesterday at 593. So it was up at 616. Nothing incredible, but it was over the whole number. And again, if you take a look at the daily chart, you'll see I looked left and I saw, okay, it's got potential resistance right around this area here, which was at 646. Just looked at these 2 days that basically hit that same price. So I thought, okay, but if I can get in, a little over 6, if it can make it anywhere close to that, that'll still be a nice percentage gain. So let's go back to the 15-minute chart. Now, admittedly, it did have a little drop just before the market opened. That's the candle just before the market opened. But once the market opened, it was a little bit up and down. I tend not to trade too early, but I did finally get into this one right here at 617. Put a mark right there. As this was kind of frothing around and as it was holding, I ended up taking the trade at 617, and I traded some out very quickly, actually, at 627, just in case we're going to get some froth. I don't like really taking the early trades, but I did take that one. Took some out at 627, and then look what happened. That 647 mark, which was the really important, there's that level right there, very important. It shot through that. I ended up taking some out at 653, got all the way up to 674 before it's starting to pull back. And I took some, in fact, just before I started the video, I exited all my position at 650. All right, now, remains to be seen. I may get back in it if it can close near the high of the day as a bit of a swing trade, but right now I'm all out of my position. But on a percentage basis, you have to love a trade like that, going from 617 to a high of 653. So all it really was doing a little pre-market work, taking a look at the ones that had moved up on a percentage basis, which this one certainly had, and then looking left on the daily chart to check to see what sort of void action there was, gap action, whatever we want to call it. I love this look, so got into that one. And, I had some other trades. I made a little bit of money in Coach and a little bit of money on C-Trip. What else did I do? Carrizo, I lost a little. I don't really want to go over them. They're kind of boring. CTL, I'm still in, barely. CTL, as it broke down, this is what I saw on the daily. I saw that was Tuesday, big down day. Wednesday, it tried to recover. Tuesday, a continuation down. Take a look at it on a 15-minute chart. And when it broke down under 20, I decided to take the short. I got in at 1986. Yeah, 1986. And, it kind of whipped around a little bit. I got in actually here. I didn't have to withstand that. Maybe I did. I can't remember if it got actually that high. But anyway, 1986 is when I got in. Close enough. And I think it was actually right there. Yeah, I got as high as 1994. Sold some finally in this area here, and I'm just kind of holding on to see whether or not it really wants to collapse and get through 19 or leave 20 really behind. So you know what? That's really about it. Next week we have fewer earnings plays, and the ones that we do have probably are not going to be a lot of, I think we have about 340 earnings plays or 330 earnings plays next week, but a lot of them will not be named names. However, I do have maybe a different take on that. When we're in the middle of earning seasons, when we have 1,500 or 2,000 in a week, there are so many to choose from. When we only have about 350, the concentration, we can really pay attention to the really quote unquote good ones. And so that's why I don't really mind the fact that it's not like, we're sort of winding down earning season. But I have to admit, I mean, the last week and the 3 weeks before that were just fantastic. I mean, just so many interesting plays to choose from. So anyway, that is it. I'll get back into the trading room again. This is the want to fire a question off to me. This is the email address. This is the link to the free trading room. Honestly, it is a free trading room. You don't even ask for a credit card. All we really do is just ask for your email. Once you give it to us, we send you an email. You create a password, and that's it. You get into the room, and you don't have to do it every day. And again, you can be a guest in the room. You don't have to have a subscription to Trade Ideas. So, and I'll open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern, and that's when I start to share my screen, and I'll get live on the mic at about 9:05. So I will shut this down now. Hope everybody has a great evening, and we'll see you in the trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye.